Day 106 of 1,461 days of ignoring the Trump administration. I am not a self-help guru. I'm just trying to help myself. I just finished listening to the excellent Talking Sopranos podcast. Yes, I am behind. This episode came out at the end of December 2021. It reminded me that the leader of the Trump administration envisions himself as a Tony Soprano type of figure. And I doubt he's even watched The Sopranos, but he has said that Goodfellas and The Godfather are two of his favorite movies. Maybe he thinks they're documentaries. The leader of the Trump administration and members of the Trump administration think they are tough, like Tony, but the thing is, the premise of The Sopranos, which is arguably the best show that's ever been on television, the premise in and of itself is absurd, especially with what we now know as mental health issues have become more prevalent in the conversation than they were almost 20 years ago when The Sopranos first aired. You cannot therapeutically treat a psychopath, which is what Tony Soprano is as an unaliver for a living. How does that theme go? Woke up this morning, got myself a pew-pew. You understand my censorship for the sake of a family-friendly app. Unless it's in an institutional setting, meaning this person has been imprisoned, and in this case probably for life, then you could probably work with them to make their understanding of who they are, what they are, and who they've been manageable. But in a setting where this person is leaving your office to continue their day of unaliving, it is pretty unlikely that any therapy would do anything but make them more comfortable with who they are as a person who unalives for a living. That being said, The Sopranos is an incredibly entertaining show, but unfortunately, the real-life erratic behavior of the leader of the Trump administration and the Trump administration has effects and consequences that the U.S. population has to contend with 24 hours a day instead of being entertained by for an hour a week. At least Tony Soprano could be counted on to show up to Dr. Melfi's office. The Sopranos went out on top with huge ratings and unanimous critical acclaim. The ratings for the leader of the Trump administration continue to fall, and the show looks like it will be canceled at the end of season 2. Until then, consider every day must not see Thursday, and continue to ignore the Trump administration.